Good morning, Card Reading. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today, I'm going to show off a bunch of cards, and everything I show off today and on my next two videos this week will be cards I received in two separate random act of kindness package submissions from Kevin over at Kevin's Budget Card Breaks. Pardon me while I take a sip. My mouth's getting a little dry. If you don't know Kevin's Budget Card Breaks, he does breaks. He always does team breaks. I buy into his breaks often, not always. Sometimes the funds aren't there. I buy into other breakers as well. I have good success usually when I buy into breaks. Sometimes usually more often than not, I'll do well. I will not be sad that I bought into breaks, but that does happen. But it never happens when I'm buying into Kevin's breaks, because I believe he gives you a lot of great cards for the value of money you're sending out to him. And a lot of times I'll swoop in at the end and buy up the remaining $10 teams or whatever. And I always, that's how I get some of my better hits. That's how I got the autographed Derek Jeter Stadium Club card last year. No one had bought the Yankees, and it was time to rip the card. So I said, sure, I'll take the Yankees, get it off the board. Let's have a full team selection. And sure enough, it had that Jeter autograph for me. But anyway, I love Kevin's Budget Card Breaks. I highly recommend it. I'll put a link in his description below. So everything you see today will be something I got in a random act of kindness package from Kevin. So today's Mike Schmidt item of the day, I have here a Topps 206 card. Pretty sure this is 2003, although the copyright date is 2002. But don't hold me to this. This might be 2002 Topps 206. Anyway, this one I got from Kevin, and it's actually one I needed, or so I thought when I went to the binder. And I went to my binder. I was going to put it in there, but I kept it out to show you guys today. And there it was again. I was very bummed for a split second until I turned it over and I realized the one I had was a polar bear back, and the one Kevin sent me was the Piedmont back. So I actually did need this one for my collection. So I thank Kevin immensely for that. Today's random baseball item of the day. The 83 Phillies went to the World Series. They lost to the Orioles. Sad for me. But good for Cal Ripken, because it was the only chance he got to be in a World Series. But anyway, they were known as the Wheeze Kids because of their advanced age, respective to the other leagues, the other teams in the league. And one of the reasons is because, for whatever reason, the Phillies just loaded up on former Red players. They had Pete Rose still, if you remember, but that year they also brought in Joe Morgan and Tony Perez, two other Reds legends, to play with them in the 83 World Series, in the 83 season. Now take a look at the number of games. So Joe Morgan did play pretty much regularly. He was played in 123 games. Tony Perez was more spottily used. He only played in 91 games for the Phillies that year. But they were both obviously part of the great Big Red Machines teams back in the early to mid 70s. And then they ended up on the Phillies on their 83 team. This is their 1984 Fleer cards. These are great because I actually have trying to start a collection of every Philly, every player to ever play for the Phillies. I'm putting together a card of one of every player who ever played for the Phillies, even one single game. So to have these guys in the Phillies uniform is key to that collection. So today's trivia question. In the background are 4 different cards I got from Kevin, plus one I'm going to throw in myself. I got a couple of this, you'll see in a second. Stars of the MLB. This is an insert from this year's Topps card. I got a Matt Verling card, rookie card from this year's Series 1. Sending out this Steve Carlton Fleer. I actually got 2 of these from Kevin. And then Luke Williams card, rookie card for the Phillies from this year's thing. And then I'm just throwing in a 1990, oops, dropped it, 1990 Cal Ripken Topps card. So those 5 cards, I don't even think I think Luke Williams, I think we just traded him to another team. Anyway, so those 5 cards are the prize. If you can provide an answer to this trivia question. 1979 National League MVP voting. What was unique about the MVP award and voting in 1979? That's the question. Email me the correct answer. You'll have today and tomorrow to do that. I'll include a repeat of the question in the description below along with my email. You've got today and tomorrow to answer, and you will be entered into the Sunday drawing to win those cool cards, all right? So, as I said before, what I'm going to do now is show off the rest of just some random cards I got from Kevin in the smaller of the 2 packages. Just like I said, showing off some cool stuff. I think they're cool. First here I have another T206 from Topps 206 from 2002 or 3. This is also a mini. It's Sherry McGee. If you know your T206 history, this is one of the more famous error cards. This is the corrected version. It says MAGEE, but Topps did reprint the error card as well in a short print variation. But Kevin sent me that one. Here's a cool Robin Roberts. He's a Hall of Fame pitcher for the Phillies. This is a chrome insert from Bowman back in 2001. It's a reprint of his Bowman card from, I think, 49. Nice Steve Carlton, 2005 Legendary Cuts SP. Very happy about these 2 cards. These are going to go in my collection and keep forever. Mike Grace and Kevin Stocker. This is from 1996 Leaf Signature Series. These are not the base cards. These are inserts that are actually autographed on-card autos of these 2 players. That is fantastic, Kevin. Very much appreciate that one. Have a Donruss Greats, Lenny Dykstra. This one is great. This one is going to go in my own PC as well. Like I said, I'm trying to collect a card of every player who ever played for the Phillies, but this one has Lenny Dykstra's entire career statistics. Lenny retired after the 96 season, and this card has him in a Phillies uniform and his entire career statistics on the back, so I love that. Here's my second Fleer Carlton card. Got 2 great Diamond Greats die cut cards, one of Mike Schmidt and one of Mike Piazza. I actually got a second Schmidt, so I can trade one of those, but I already had Mike Schmidt for my Diamond Die Cuts great subset collection, but this one allows me to have a second one to put in my binder of Schmidt cards. And then I got the Mike Piazza for the collection of Diamond Greats. I got 2 Alec Baum Generation Now cards. I will hold on to one of those. Maybe I'll send the others over to Mike down at Rippin' for Ricky's. Show off a whole bunch of 86, sorry, I should say 87 style inserts from this year's Topps. Jesse Winkler, Christian Yelich, Bo Jackson, Ricky Henderson, Salvador Perez, Greg Maddux, Jackie Robinson, Pete Alonso, Jazz Chisholm Jr. All from Kevin. I got 5, including the one in the background, of these Bryce Harper Stars of MLB. I got a Andrew Mccutchen Flashiest Feet, and I will say this forever. The Flashiest Feet subset is the stupidest subset I've ever heard of in my life. Let's show off the guy's sneakers. Please. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's my humble opinion, but I just don't get it. All right, Kyle Gibson, Royal Blue Parallel, not numbered, but there it is. I will show off this one. Mike Yastrzemski, The Greatest Hits. I am trying to collect this subset. So I was happy to get this one. And then several cards of both, of Luke Williams and Matt Verling, 2 rookie cards from this year's 2022 Topps Series 1, who are Phillies. So there you have it. That is my showcase for today. Hope you enjoyed all that. More to come in the next couple of days. It's all Phillies because what Kevin sent me was just, he had a whole bunch of excess inventory. Like I said, he was trying to get rid of, I suppose. And he sent me a ton of Phillies cards from, as far back as you saw, 84 Fleer up until, just a couple years ago. So actually some of this series one too. So I got a ton of Phillies stuff to show off, and some of it is pretty freaking awesome. So I want to thank Kevin again for thinking of me in this regard. I'd send something to Kevin, but I don't know what Kevin even collects. He seems to be giving away all the cards he buys. So anyway, that's what I had to show off today. Please consider the trivia question. Remember those prizes in the back. Check the description below. Please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that jazz to me, and supporting every other member of the card community. Got a good thing going here. Let's keep it growing, all right? Thanks for taking time out today. Please come back on Wednesday. Take care.